Look at this. Crow coins everything. I didn't know this was a thing. What is this? I like it. What is up, my Ray? I am
Crimson.
and today we're going over the patch notes for 4.27 for this week in Black Desert. First thing we got is events. Share that Dracania drip. This will be lasting until May 18th. Go into your Pearl shop and click on the apparel icon and then click the little plus at the bottom. Simply add the photo into your library and then share it to everyone. Just for doing this, you're going to get a free Patricio bag and a drop rate buff. Next, we have World Boss Destruction. And this will be lasting until May 11th. And there will be a double drop on rare items for bosses. Also, in tandem with this, there's going to be a boss seal event where you'll be able to get these seals to exchange them for certain items. The most valuable of these exchanges is going to be the magical shards, who are going to be great for new players who are looking to get that guaranteed Jaytina going. We finally got the pets change. We didn't get the T5 pets, but we did get a pet change. Let's check it out. Oh, this works nice. I think it's going to be an inadvertent buff to Musa because all the movement we used to do. This will be a nice little offset, especially with the ELVIA changes that we got that are coming up right now. Let's check out these ELVIA changes. There's a lot to go through here, but to summarize, we're going to start with all the commonalities. All ELVIA spots got drop rates increased for their weapons and also had the least effective weapon removed from all areas. Though they're easier to obtain now, they will also come with a 10-minute debuff, so you'll only be able to have a max of 3 weapons per hour. It's not all bad though, because you can actually still pick up those weapons. They just won't refresh the damage on that weapon, but they will still give you a 3+ monster AP buff. A good way now to identify that your weapon is about to run out is now there will be a black aura around the weapons when they get to a point where they will be a minute or less before they despawn. So let's say you have a weapon on you and you have 3 minutes left on it, and the other weapon that you see that you had dropped has a little black aura. You won't be able to get that weapon in time, but you can still get it to get that AP buff. Now all ELVIA realms have an AP range, which I'll go over more specifically when we get into the individual areas. The overall consensus to the changes of ELVIA are the increase in weapon spawns, the decrease in boss spawns, but their loot has been increased to be better. Normal mobs will overall be dropping less rare loot from ELVIA due to the increase in possibly being able to kill more of those mobs. This is to mainly balance out the trash per hour between more geared players and less geared players to make it a more even playing field. All spots also got a slight DP or HP buff. First, Alterims. Alterims is now a 240 to 270 AP spot. They've reworked some of the monster spawn points and also where they have placed the flags for the mechanics. They also decreased the ELVIA damage in this area because they wanted to make it so party loot acclimation was a little bit better, so that way if someone went in one shot, someone else also had a chance to be able to hit the mobs beforehand. Beg will also now spawn 50% faster, and he will spawn packs before and after you take him out. Baragi Den is now 240 to 270 AP as well, and the biggest mechanic that they changed here was actually the bounty mechanic for the area has a bigger radius. You also have a little bit of leeway with the mechanic now. Up to 5 minutes you can go and rebuff yourself and then come back and the mechanic will still be there. Siya Castle Ruins, rumored to maybe be one of the better spots now. It's going to be coming up with this rework. Elrundi will be spawning less due to the fact that normal mobs will be dropping the Elrundi orders less, and Elrundi himself will no longer drop the orders, so there will be no more chaining to summon him. They also applied the same logic they did to this area with Alter Imp with the ELVIA weapons, and now they will do slightly less damage so that way more party members will be able to hit them to be able to acquire more loot. Swamp Fogan is now a 260 to 2 AP area, and the main nerf that happened here was actually the Blackstones were decreased by 50% drop. Also, the special event that happens here, where sometimes you'll get Nagas to spawn in, now they're going to follow you for a little bit longer of a distance. Speaking of Swamp Naga, to the Naga! Nagas is matched in AP with 260 to 280 AP, and the commander will now spawn more consistent minions, up to 9. Those minions will stay even after you slay the commander. No more despawning, now you must take care of them. They moved some of the plants and some of the mobs in their tracking in order to make them more dense around the mechanics. Now you'll notice when you go to Nagas, a lot of the mobs will be right directly on top or very close to the plants. They also reduced a lot of little interfering like mobs like the crabs and stuff, and like the debris that might happen so you're no longer getting stuck on them. Here I am just fishing. Don't mind me. I'm just fishing for things, you know, yeah, Carrick. Now for the huge one everyone's asking about. Orcs. This is now a 280 to 320 AP spot, and the main nerf that was here, along with the boss spawn that had been nerfed with the other areas, is the Blackstones were nerfed by 50%. Nothing else really changed at Orcs besides a lot of the commonalities I've already stated earlier. At BM, Bloody Monastery is now also matching Orcs at a 280 to 320 AP spot. The huge difference though is the money maker here, the Moon Split Nail, got reduced by, the 50%. on both normal and bell mobs. Blackstones were nerfed in their drop rate by 30%, and Crimson Bell mobs will no longer drop bells, so you can no longer chain them by saving up a bunch of them. It's kind of a shame. That was pretty fun to see, you know, all the dead mobs just sitting there in a pile and just yes. But from what I saw, unlike most other spots, the only thing that got a DP increase here was the bell mobs. They also made it so the bell mobs stop spawning if you were to die to them, so that way they'll no longer corral you if you decide to respawn in that area. And a huge mechanic change, you know what, that ritual that was always around in the church with Muskin, it's gone. You will no longer have a ritual for Muskin. No longer do they sacrifice for our Lord and Savior. What? Muskin will now be similar to other bosses in the ELVIA area where you will get a certain item that will cause him to spawn while you are doing your rotation. Due to these changes, they have also made Muskin solo loot, and they have decreased his health pool and DRR to make him more easy to kill. Overall, ELVIA Changes is to bring the lower part of the loot pool up and the higher geared down in the loot pool. My guess is it'll be about a 600 mil average. Also, ELVIA dailies got an increase in their predator routes. Now it goes a little bit more, so you can get them in half the time. Half the time, actually. That's kind of nice for a lot of people. Now class changes. Holy Tamer got. Let's just preface this by saying, you know, Roar's gone. Your Roar spam, it's gone. In return, though, they did make your active grind a little bit better and cut those cooldowns, at least on roaring, by at least half. Jolt recovers stamina and uses MP. They made some of your animations smoother and easier to chain into other combos with other abilities. Ooh, a big one, Cloud Stomp got a hit rate now is 100% in crit. Flow, Full Moon, Void Lightning, and Howling for Hailing got the cooldowns reduced. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I mean, cool. Dracania! She got her primes. Prime Ascent has a Vacuum and a Bound in PvE with a KD on extra hits. SA with Ions with a Stiffen. Okay, that's nice. Some decent damage reduced by 40% in PvP. Sundering also has a Vacuum in PvE and AoE increased and stiffens with the Ion usage with a Forward Guard with KD in PvE with a 34% damage reduction in PvP. Both of these are really good damage and have 100% crit with decent protections on them. Brimbolt in its prime got damage reduction buffed in PvP. The prime Brimbolt also, the accuracy was moved to Skewer. Skewer's comboing was improved and will no longer be activated unintentionally when you are trying to perform Blazing Strike. We got some new titles added, Drawn to Dark Energies and Kelkus Champion. If you want Arsha, now your sailors will not die if you are not a pirate on Arsha. That is good, that is good. Talabar's Tears will now stack your inventory. Sweet, make a bunch of them, especially if you do the dungeons. Just go stack a bunch and put them in your inventory, easy. The Elsfine Powder can now be bought at the Lima Island Crow Exchange vendor. A lot of those petals can also be exchanged now for Mystical Powder. They're really trying to make it more accessible for us to be able to charge our Vels. I'm all alone. I'm on the sea again. Now cherry trees can be exchanged for mysterious seeds? I'm gonna get some. Where are they? Yeah, come here. Maybe right here in Calpheon, easy. Can now craft quick flares in T3 siege shops. They improved over 255 descriptions to have more specificity on creation and use. Please get me out of here. I don't want to make my character anymore. Please help me. Murlocs Labyrinth has been optimized. Cool, because there was a little bit of low framage going on. They improved buff acclimation in certain circumstances for Gyf and Rossio. The weekly infinite, this is going to help a lot of people, mainly with motivation I feel. The weekly infinite pot quests have been added. I'm personally going to be going for this one here in Navarre and Steep because I'm already well over it. Let's not talk about it. There will be one weekly quest offered for all of the different pot pieces, and make sure to go do those if you are looking forward to getting your infinite pots. Calpheon and NIZEE got contribution buffs for quests, just like the other two regions before them had. And if you're doing your Blackstar sub-weapon quest and you ever lose the Eye of Desolation, the weakened version, you can now get it here, Serbian and Tariff. Pearl Shop. Everyone loves the Pearl Shop. By the way, look at this sexy new outfit we get for Hirsch next week. Hell yeah, look at this while we going over the Pearl Shop. Dracania got her Caberius outfit, very nice, and the things to go along with it in her different classical and optimum sets. Also an undergarment, Le Vladian. I don't know where the hell this accent came from. What am I doing? Riddle me this outfit box is on sale. The Ultra Super Premium Extra Special Dabayater. The premium outfit box is on sale. Yeah. A far-fetched pet pack, which will give you a little bit cheaper of a pet, 33% off. Artisans be on sale a little bit, and they're going to give you some pure and flawless black magic crystals. Black spirit essence, 50% off. Also along with brandstones. We got some storage, some life skill coupons, some transfer coupons. You know, they're getting some discounts. And this week's outfit sale is the Desperada premium set for Corsair. Hopefully I made this week's BDO patch digestible, enjoyable, somewhat entertaining, and I don't know what I'm doing with life. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, yeah? Crimson out.